My PlayStation 4 won't work on my TV.
The first thing you'll want to check that the HDMI cable is plugged in.
That's like asking me to make sure the console is plugged in.
If the cable is not all the way in or the cable port cover is not flush with the console, you won't get a good connection with the HDMI cable, and you may not get a signal to the TV.
What do I do if the thing is not flush?
Get a flathead screwdriver and push down the piece that's not aligned right.
And, I'm sure, not breaking off a connector piece in the process. I wonder if it is really a software problem instead of a hardware problem.
Take Microsoft's example and reboot it. After all, it might not be working because of the newest update.
Assuming I can see the options on screen.
Hold down the button long enough to turn it off, then hold down the button for 7 or 8 seconds more to bring it up. You know it should be in safe mode when it beeps a second time.
This is starting to sound like advice for the Xbox One instead of the PlayStation 4.
If the unit is giving you a blue light of death, it is as bad off as the Microsoft blue screen of death.
Conversely, that could explain what is wrong too. But it also means the problem is the console, not the TV.
If your TV is dead, I'd check to see if there is smoke.
That would be pretty dramatic.
Well, you know, if the smoke gets out, it stops working.
That is not funny, though that is a valid point. If the power supply in the TV dies, the TV won't process the signal from the console because it cannot display anything.
If you have a smart TV like an HD TV, try updating the firmware in the TV, assuming it is working. That may solve the problem.
I'd hate to do the digital equivalent of switching out the gas cap.
What's that?
When you buy a new car while replacing the gas cap to fix some major car repair. I do not want to buy a new TV while keeping the HDMI cable, especially if the solution may be replacing the console.
Actually, it may be the HDMI cable. Those things can break, such as cables breaking on the inside or the connectors getting broken by unplugging and replugging it in.
I'm not rewiring the console as often as some people say to do. I've seen people whose first solution is rebooting the console, and their second is unplugging and replugging everything in between reboots.